Good morning. Welcome to the Big Titty Show. My name is Big Titty. I got my second in command, Two Titty here.
Titty.
Yeah, here she is.
Titty 4x4.
How you doing, Two Titty?
Oh, it's titty time.
It's titty time. That's right. All right, so good morning. A stupid introduction from Leanne and I just to start your Monday morning. I mean, you got to start somehow, right? So why not start with something stupid? Talking about stupid, I had an excellent weekend. I went to gym yesterday, and after I'd done all of the lifting of heavy things and so on, I was walking to the car with my bag, and something just went in my back, and I thought, oh, fuck, you're old.
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like sore or debilitating, but it's just not perfect like it was 5 seconds before. I don't know what I did. I didn't make any sudden movement. It was so...
If it's just normal movement.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's just so dumb. I felt really stupid. You know when like you just get a little...
Yeah, you see, this is why they have something called occupational therapy.
Oh, Jesus.
So you have physio.
Oh, wait.
But then there's occupational for doing normal things like wiping your ass.
So you would have loved... I went to a friend's birthday / housewarming over the weekend. He's moved back up to Joburg. And the most amazing food, lovely company. It was terrific. And then I got together with like 3 people who I've known for a long time, and we start talking. And after a while, I realized, oh my God, we're talking about our health problems. You know, it's just, it creeps up on you. You don't even realize it. And it's so boring, right?
It's like I can't eat sesame seeds anymore because of my diverticulitis.
Oh, shame. I mean, like the one guy is worried about his colon. I mean, who's ever worried about their colon until this time? The one guy's like, well, yeah, I had that back operation. The other guy's like, I got to go for the prostate check soon. And I looked at this and I was like, I do not want to be in this conversation. This is so cuck.
Yet there you are.
Yeah, so I said to my parents when I saw them yesterday, I was like, is it normal for old people to, she goes, talk about the health problems? Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so, I mean, that was fun. I actually had a really nice weekend. It was very chilled. It was, I noticed this morning it's warmer.
Definitely.
Didn't you notice that?
Well, I mean, I've just come back from sweltering Bali and Singapore.
Yeah, you were in the tropics.
And I meant to have my big K-way jackets dry cleaned for when I got back. Forgot about that, but I actually don't need it anymore.
It's actually so pleasant this morning. Yeah, if you've just woken up and you're just starting your day now, you're in for a pretty good one by the looks of things.
Absolutely.
Anyway, that's in Joburg. I can't guarantee the same is true for Cape Town or Durban. Any excitement over your weekend, Flex? Didn't, no. I guessed by the facial expression when I said hello to you this morning that nothing exciting had happened.
You didn't get
any.
Hey,
Flex, he goes... James, anything exciting to report? You went to Centurion. What the fuck would you do that for? Yeah, what did you do that for? Where? Did you go to their house? Oh, okay. Because I was going to say there's nowhere to go out in Centurion.
Is there not? Is there not like
Not
a Joel?
really, no.
Or is that Pretoria? Pretoria's
fun. Yeah, I don't know where one would go out in Centurion. I mean, they're nice restaurants and kind of, you know, shopping sort of areas and that kind of thing. But
not a big attraction.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that there's, you know, it's famous for this. There's nothing like that.
Centurion.
How did Bali go? That sounds a hell of a lot more exciting.
Oh, man.
I mean, James went to Centurion and I went to Bryanston, and you were in Bali. So give us some details.
Well, it's not easy to get there. Okay?
No, it's a long way, right?
I mean, you can fly direct to Singapore and then Singapore to Bali.
How long is Singapore to Bali?
Oh, I don't know. We went Joburg to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia.
Right.
Ethiopia, have you been to that airport?
No.
What a culture shock. It's such a melting pot of different cultures. It really is a very central airport
right.
that serves northeast, south, and west.
Yeah, well, Ethiopian Airlines have been,
1962,
but they've also been voted best airline in Africa for a long time.
7 years in a row.
And internationally, very widely kind of held in high esteem.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very, you can tell that the airline crew and everybody who works on the airline are very proud to be there.
Okay.
It's very
not like
aspirational.
SAA where
no,
if people find out that you're at SAA, they kind of cringe and hide in a corner. And...
No, everyone's very proud of their job.
Okay.
So everything from your labels is neatly written, nicely put together. Service was absolutely amazing. The planes are new. The airport
Awesome.
is huge.
Well, that's worth knowing. Okay,
It's really
great.
amazing. Look, it's a big culture shock.
But you weren't put off by the chicken strapped to the top of the plane, were you?
None of
in
that.
Cages.
None of that. There was nothing like that. But yes, yeah, really amazing. Then we went to, I believe we stopped in, it wasn't Hong Kong, somewhere, but we stayed on the plane.
Leanne doesn't know.
No, I don't really know.
You know, geography was never really her favorite subject. No.
And then off to Jakarta in Indonesia, and then to Denpasar, the airport in Bali.
Okay.
So that takes, with a bit of a stopover, a sleepover, that takes 2.5 days.
Wow, that's a long time to be in the transport just going to a holiday.
Exactly.
Okay.
Landed in Bali, another culture shock of a very busy part of Bali called Seminyak.
Okay.
Apparently, traveling with my brother who'd been there about 7 years before, says it has completely changed. Bali used to be a big time kind of retreat for digital nomads.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed very appealing to me in that regard. But if you compare to 7 years ago, it's been overrun by Australian tourists.
Yeah, I was at this housewarming / birthday party on Saturday, and a friend of mine actually has lived there for a long time, and she's raised her 5-year-old has basically grown up there. And she said it is very, very different to when they arrived.
Yeah.
It's become precisely what you've just said.
Every second shop.
Apparently all those digital nomads are, however, looking at Cape Town as their next destination of choice. Cape Town has become...
Well, they're in for a price shock.
Yeah.
Because Bali's very cheap.
Yeah, no. A lot of them will fall by the wayside. They're not all going to be there at the end if they come to Cape Town.
Every second shop's a tattoo shop. So everyone's covered in tattoos.
Yeah,
from head
actually,
to toe.
she said all the other mums at the kids' school had sleeves.
Yeah.
She was the only one who
Full on,
didn't.
Yeah. The scooters are insane. So my brother also stayed there for a while and was good with the scooter. I got on the back, obviously with a recent hip replacement. I was petrified I was going to fall off.
This must have looked great. Guys, can you picture Leanne on the back of a scooter?
I was holding on for dear life.
Legs like this.
No, they couldn't do that. That was the problem. When I got off eventually, the guy who was in charge of the parking of the scooters, my leg got stuck on the scooter and he had to help me lift it off. But I did stop my brother at one point and said, no, I'm getting off. He's like, Leanne, we're in the middle of traffic. You have to stay on. I was holding on so tightly that I walked into, he was going to the tailor. I walked into the tailor and my arms were cramped like this. But anyway, yeah, even the tailors are amazing.
Okay, but it's beautiful, huh?
It's beautiful. Look, Seminyak was crazy. Our villa, and in fact, James, you can roll the images and I'll...
we got some of your holiday photos.
There's
God,
our first
beautiful.
villa.
Shit, look at that.
Which was a major retreat. Absolutely stunning.
You could have tidied up a little bit with all the towels lying all over the place before you showed the whole of our audience what's going on there.
This was at the wedding. Remember, I went for a family wedding. So I was with my family, which was amazing.
Who are all of them?
From the left, the first 3 are my cousins. And that's my cousin's boyfriend. And it's interesting. They were all brother and sister, but we've got American accent, very posh English accent.
Mm-hmm.
And Fred as well. Who's
poor Fred, yeah. I heard about him.
Fred.
Yeah.
And the wedding was absolutely amazing. There's my brother and I.
Uh-huh.
That's the view onto the sea where the wedding ceremony took place.
Wow. Whose wedding was it?
My cousin Adam. You know Adam
No,
from Australia.
I have no idea, but okay, I'll take your word for it. Okay, so that's why Bali was chosen. Look how pretty that is.
Yeah, so that's where the actual ceremony took place.
Lovely.
Sea views, absolutely.
Did you have a fight with anyone?
Balmy weather, no fights.
Okay, because that's what we decided. Oh, look at that. That's a party. Huh?
Yeah, under the open skies, and there were fireworks as well, which was amazing.
Shit, that's
Just
lovely.
people from all over the world converging.
Did you like the rest of the
fun.
guests, or were they?
Oh, you know what it's like when you meet other people that you haven't met before. With lots of laughs, etc. This was at our second
one of
villa.
your other guests? Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah. All right.
That's my aunt, the cow. No. But just you're in these amazing
aunt.
you're in these amazing villas, and you've got cows that have ropes through their noses tied to a tree. You know, that is a view from the airport. That is a massive statue that you can see from all over Bali.
Almost looks like there's an explosion.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a mini explosion.
Yeah.
And that took, I think, up to 20 years to carve.
Well, it's shit. They should have stopped after year one and come up with a better design.
Stone carving is really big in Bali. Stone carving, wood carving,
Okay.
silver and gold jewelry.
Did you buy anything?
Bought my mum some silver jewelry. But you see the whole process, whether it's weaving, you get taken through the whole process.
They've actually got artisans who do that stuff.
And these are from ancient cultures.
Yeah.
You know,
But it is, I mean, it's an amazing place.
Absolutely
I've never
fascinating.
been. I've never been to Bali.
yeah, that was my first time. My brother did come off the scooter at one point. His mirror was clipped by a truck. Came off the scooter, his helmet fell off.
Oh, shit.
His head was almost driven over.
Oh, my God.
He was quite badly injured, but no broken bones.
I was going to say, that so far, no drama, and then you tell me that story. So,
And on day one, I got Bali belly.
oh, lovely. So you lost some weight.
Now, what's amazing is as soon as the housekeeper heard that I was feeling under the weather, within 10 minutes, a doctor was at the villa with his nurse.
Would you go to the White Lotus?
It was like that. It was very much like that. I was very privileged.
Yeah.
He pitched up with his suitcase, a rod, getting ready to hang the drip, knew exactly
Okay.
what to do. And then I found out that if there are about 5 of you or more in a villa who require a drip, you get a discount. And I realized it's from all the hangovers.
Oh, right. So people go and they get
They'll come to the
utterly
villa.
hammered,
Yeah.
and then the doctor knows to just come with 5 drips.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, he gave me some medication. There they are, Dr. Adi and
I knew you'd
associates.
take a picture of your medication for us. That's very
Well, it was
nice.
quite funny because, in Bali, the F is replaced by a P.
Oh.
So like coffee is copy.
Oh, okay.
And this is, you must have 1 tablet Opta food,
Opta food.
and Opta diarrhea.
Oh, that's always nice.
Yeah.
I like to time my
They don't like
ingestion by, yeah.
They don't like to cut the diarrhea off completely because you need to get rid of the bug. So you have one
So how long-
diarrhea and then 1 tablet Opta diarrhea, and then you have 1 diarrhea.
Oh, this
and a
is
tablet
well,
Opta
this is
diarrhea.
wonderful news. I'm so happy you shared
2
that with
days
us.
was the downtime.
Right.
So not too bad, but it is a bacteria, and it was from.
Did you ruin the bed or
I didn't soil the bed. I didn't soil the linens.
so revolting?
What's quite nice is that the bathroom
Yeah.
is outside, but it's
Okay.
beautiful. It's just, outside. So that was nice for the
Ventilation.
ventilation.
Yes, very good. Well, after that quite personal story, maybe we should look at some of the other things that are happening.
I do have some lovely photos of Singapore to show you, but we can.
I
look at
thought
that
you were going
later.
to say of your bathroom.
No.
But no. All right, no, let's look. I mean, this is like those aunts who get back from a holiday and they're like, you've got to see my pictures. And you're like,
As I was putting this together, I knew.
all right, well, come on, show us something interesting.
Come on, James.
James,
The video you can
push
roll
the tit
to.
and find us a picture. Let's go.
There's this one place in Bali that is a 3-hour drive away
Yes, what is it?
from where we were.
What is that?
That's a sideways video
I was going to say, that doesn't look like the house is the right way around.
of the villa. This was my bedroom.
Yeah, this is not... James, no. Stop. James. I don't... Please.
Make
no.
it stop.
Stop it. I'm feeling sick already. The hell's that? Are you also a bit nauseous now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly my filming wasn't up
How's
to
that?
par. There is a place that's set up completely for tourists. And
Yeah, it's called Bali.
it's... sorry, for Instagrammers, I meant to say.
Oh, God. Okay. How horrible that must be.
It was unbelievable. These
What do
people
they do
pitch
there
up.
for these
Okay, so
tourists?
it's over a massive canyon, and with all the rice paddies
Okay. So,
and amazing sculpted gardens,
right.
huge palm trees with ropes hanging from them and swings, right?
Okay.
So you sit in these and you swing over the canyon.
And you have someone taking pictures.
Before you do that, you get into a red dress. All the influencers get into a red dress with a trail. And then there are cameras on the ropes, and there's also a drone, and you are videoed while you are swooping over the canyon. That was that Instagram video I sent you, James. And I thought to myself, you know what, I really should do this for a laugh for you. But the cue to get into these
I would have
dresses.
loved you to. That would have been very special if you'd come back with that video of you. I mean, I even wore my red jersey today so I could match you on the red dress swing thing. But if everyone's doing it, what's the point in doing it?
What's the uniqueness?
Right?
Everyone's going to have the same video on their
People,
Instagram.
people are so desperate to be loved. They're so desperate for
hilarious.
attention. It's so pathetic and it's so off-putting.
Like, I don't even know if I want to put my photos onto Instagram.
So all of these girls from all over the world go to this valley
Yes.
and they all get on the same swing. And they
Yes.
all get in a red dress and they all take the picture. And then they feel like, oh, what a wonderful holiday. And that's what they went for.
That's what they went for. They went because there was a glass platform.
Crying out for shooting it is.
There's a glass platform going over the canyon that you
Yeah.
stand on. And then you can have your photos with the backdrop. All doing the same thing. It was
No.
Sickening.
I just don't know what to say anymore. This stuff is so unattractive. It's just so unattractive when people are desperate to stand out, but they end up doing the same thing everyone else does. And then they want you to give them attention. And when you don't give them attention for doing the same thing as everyone else, they get very cross with you.
There were beautiful
So weird.
temples that you could go into.
Yeah.
And all they did was sit on the steps in their dresses.
For pictures.
Pictures. They didn't go in. But also, you weren't allowed in if you were menstruating, by the way.
How did they know?
That's what I want to know. Did you stand on the glass platform and someone was underneath?
Well, maybe they had like a horrible medieval woman who would come up and,
Did they have
you know.
sniffer dogs? I don't know.
love, what are you doing here? I don't know. I have.
Strictly prohibited.
Well, I don't know how they would know. I mean, you
I
could just
also
lie.
don't.
James, I sent you a couple of things that I'd love you to share with Leanne since she's sharing her holiday snaps with us. Very exciting. Honestly, I always used to. There was a friend of my parents who every time she'd go anywhere would insist of coming in. She would insist on coming to our house and then going through a laborious slideshow.
Yeah, I remember the slides. My grandparents were big on those.
And I just thought, nobody wants to see this.
Yeah.
You're not even going to look at these again. But and this is Aunt Jemima, and this is Uncle Terry, and this is what happens when we. It was so funny, and you're saying it's not really that funny.
No, and like I say, I mean, I've shared these because I had a bit of a story for
listen,
us. But
I like the picture
I
of
don't
you and your
even know
brother.
if
I didn't need
want
to see the rest.
I don't want to put them on Instagram. There was an interesting temple. You know, you do get the odd sign when you're in Asia. That's
What did it say?
hilarious. It said entry for worship only.
Instead of worship,
Yes.
worship.
That I thought was fun.
That's great.
But very few spelling errors and things because all the digital nomads are doing the marketing for everyone. So all the restaurants they've got great logos, perfect spelling
sure.
on the menus.
Well, they've got all these digital nomads. What is all that?
Those
what
are
on earth?
crabs. So this was in Singapore. And
Okay.
it was a very traditional restaurant where Singapore.
Now, what did you think of Singapore? Because I've heard very good things about it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We ate these crabs.
Okay.
That's a hotel in Singapore.
Yeah, I've seen that's famous. They've got
Yeah,
lots
they've
of
got like a surfboard on top, but there's swimming pools and all the rest on there. And these were taken in the garden in Singapore, which is lit up at night.
Oh,
Those,
that's amazing.
those are skyways. You can walk along them. You take lifts up to them. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, Singapore is just something else, eh?
It's kind of that's the leading edge.
Yeah, if you have to work somewhere in Asia, you'd want to work in Singapore. The humidity is absolutely insane,
Really.
but you might adapt. But if that's where you need to live to work, that's where you'd go.
Stray Mate says, yes, it's called sheeple. I absolutely hate people who follow the crowd and just act like pathetic sheeple. We mean like during COVID. And Gloria was there also. She was having her period.
Okie dokie.
Congo Chris says, you guys are moaning about it as if you didn't spend 20 minutes making us watch a slideshow. I know. It's ironic, right? I was subject to the same as you, Congo Chris. I didn't know this was going to happen. Leanne with her sneaky...
The whole
she just pushed, she foisted her holiday photos on us.
whole
That's what
time
you did.
I was choosing these photographs. I thought Gareth's going to.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
I'm glad that's over. Is that it? Are we finished?
No, I mean, yes,
Oh,
we can. The
James,
majority is
delete
done.
all the rest of them if we didn't get to them
Yeah.
already. What a dreary way to start my fucking Monday.
Come on,
Oh,
wasn't that?
you know, you
bad.
ask someone, like, how was your holiday? You want them to go, it was amazing, and then move
on.
No, I was interested.
I was making up for all the weekends where you said, "What did you do?" and I said nothing.
Yeah, no, well done. That's good. And, I mean, nice family wedding. They're still together.
I believe so.
Okay, that's
I
good.
believe
Well,
so.
after a week, that's good news.
It is.
Yeah, you want that to happen for the couple. How many years does Leanne give this marriage? I'm a betting man. I'll bet on anything.
I think they've done pretty well.
Yeah, you know, sometimes people just find the right person. Yeah, I
And she
noticed
found
that.
him. She's 4 years older and
Oh,
pursued him. They worked in
right.
a hotel together. They were in the beverage industry.
Okay,
And she pursued him and said, "That's it.
that's you're
You're
the
it.
one that I want,
You're the
and she
one,
got
yeah.
it. So Slippery Pickle says, can you get Grok to make a video of what Leanne's holiday was like? Fingers crossed Ava Braun would be at the wedding.
Who's ever brawn?"
Adolf Hitler's wife. All right, so let's have a look. If Grok can do that, I don't know. Maybe we'll churn something out later today. Gareth, do you think you can ask James to start the stream on the app, please? That would be so kind. You haven't done that? Okay, so what is that idiot complaining about? I'm sorry, not idiot. Of course, I didn't mean that. Just delete that part of the show, James. Let's pretend that never happened, all right? And then we have Bali's become oversaturated by lame Aussie bogans who snub their nose at Bali's different rules and laws and now look good for us. Does not look good for us Aussies. My God, you write like you speak.
But
Sure.
also just dirty, man. I wish they'd have a shower every now and then.
Oh, they're stinky.
Yeah, they just
Grubby.
feet are out.
Grubby people. Yeah, I think that maybe there are a lot of people who go to Bali to escape,
Oh, definitely.
to hide away, to get away from the
and
rules,
escape
the law.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like South Africans who leave straight after school and go wandering around. And people call it a gap year in Britain, but actually it's just escaping responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, you do gain experience from traveling, but these people have
Sure.
been there for many years now.
No, they basically are just hanging around.
Yeah.
Loitering. That's what it is. Apparently, look how beautiful you are, all of you, says Koketso. Oh, that's from your pictures. See, so some people are enjoying them, Leanne, even if I'm not. Bitcoin Bit says, anyone seen the Olivenhout Bush tavern shooting? It's tied to 2 Zama miners. And it's just 2 kilometers from my house. They must be under my house already. Well, Bitcoin
Gonna
Bit
pop up in the
probably.
kitchen.
Zamas, yeah. You got to watch out for those guys. But there are things like this that happen all over the country all the time, and people are still obsessed with, what General Mkwanazi was saying the other day. It's just weird to me how the real news, the stuff that actually happens 2 kilometers from your house, doesn't get the attention that some stupid, boring politician gets. And we're so driven by the personality of these political leaders who, as soon as they're dead, we move on like that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was Mandela Day on Friday, and I was like, I'm not feeling that stuff like I used to. And he only died in 2013.
Yeah, but it's also because his legacy has been destroyed.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Carl says, Leanne, it doesn't matter how many times you Singapore, it's never going to close. That goes into the top 10 of weakest jokes told on the show for a long time. But, we'll do it. So speaking of bogans and people who are trying to escape responsibility, here is a woman on holiday, probably in a place like Bali, although it doesn't look nearly as fancy or as tropical. And I want to know what you would do if you were the hotel staff and a woman like this was entrusted to you to deal with and to sort the problem out for all the other hotel guests. You can guess what's coming. Take a look.
It's holidays! You're making us fucking safe! Not me! You are! I'm 45-year-old woman on a holiday having a fucking drink. You're fucking joking, aren't you? You're fucking joking, aren't you? You're fucking... Get here! Get here! I want the fucking seat, guys! I'm on a holiday! I can't believe you're making a thing! Watch this, cunts! Watch this, cunts! Fucking watch this, cunts! Make me! Make me!
So that was the villa, and that night was not good for me.
Oh, so that was from your holiday pictures. I was wondering.
There was one more.
James, I think you confused my video, the funny one, with the actual video of Leanne in the pool at the villa going, fucking holiday, you fucking cunts.
Oh, yeah, I was evicted after that.
Sure. That's really rough.
Yeah, but that's what happens. People just get completely out of it.
I mean, she says there, I'm a 45-year-old woman on holiday.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I can see why you're on your own on holiday too. Very unpleasant human, that.
Yeah, no.
It's a funny thing, like the idea of, we've discussed this before on the show, but like being in the way and making a noise are two things that I just got claps as a kid.
Yeah.
For noise, if you were noisy and if you were in the way, you just got claps. So I'm terrified of being in the way or making a noise.
So interesting. You knew on the flight from Addis Ababa to Joburg that you were coming back to South Africa because there were a few people who were kind of ailing and in wheelchairs.
Oh, no.
And their carers were South Africans. And one had a massive conversation in the air because we were in business class, so you could...
Oh, nice.
You could hear everything that was going on.
I like the way she just dropped that in there.
Everyone was deadly quiet and well behaved, as they are.
Did you drink?
On the plane?
On the plane, yeah.
Only a bit. I mean, you try and get as much sleep as you can, especially coming back.
You've really changed her. In the old days,
No,
Leanne,
listen, I drank.
You would have stopped the trolley and emptied it.
I drank at the wedding a lot. You? Yeah, and I battled to walk because I was wearing like little wedges.
That's because you're hip.
Yeah.
That's not because you were drunk.
Oh gosh. But no, you don't end up drinking. Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
but you were telling me about these South Africans on the plane, and
having
clearly
massive, wild conversations because you've got phone access and Wi-Fi and everything.
Right.
And it was the South Africans making the noise.
Oh no!
Also,
are we starting to become one of those nations that, like the Americans and the Australians, and
the plane had to brake quite harshly landing, and a whole lot of stuff rolled to the front, and there was an AirPod that came rolling down, and you just heard from the back, "Ach nee man, fuck."
Okay.
And you knew you were home.
So here is someone much worse than us. All right. So in this video that's about to follow, it's not from Leanne's holiday. This video, and I again need to know how you would respond to this. What would you do if this person was under your charge and lived in your house and was your child?
Yes, Smiley.
I need some money.
What for?
Because I'm going out shopping. I told you this yesterday.
Miley, you're having no money.
Yes, I am, or I'll sell all your stuff. I'll pawn it in the shop.
I'm sick of this with you. I am always wanting money off me, Miley.
I need it.
For what?
I need to go shopping. I need some new trainers.
You've just had
I
some.
don't care.
Miley, I've had enough of this. I have
Please,
with you.
and I only need 400 quid.
Only?
Yeah.
Are you're not real. You're not girl.
You best give me that money or I will pawn your bracelets in the shop.
Miley, you touch my bracelet. You will not be selling anything, Miley.
Yes, I will.
I've had it. I've had it.
I am going upstairs now and get your bracelets because I need to go out.
I'll send you 400 quid, Miley. You're never having no money off me ever again.
Thank you.
I've had enough of you.
Bye, bitch.
What a horrible little creature.
You know, sometimes murder is justified.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, I'd help her with a gun. I'd take my gun and
Sometimes
say, here, use this one.
Sending children to that school that Paris Hilton went to is justified.
Which school was that?
The one where she was abused.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, I think we need more bullying. When I see a video like that, I think we need more bullying. I think we need teachers with canes
You see how
being
much
strapped to a gurney and
can a
you know,
parent do when
tortured until you shut up. I mean, I want your money. Her name is Miley. I did notice the pink leopard print wallpaper, which might be a clue as to the fact that her mother is also a peasant. And they
This is
shout
the
at each
thing.
other. They
Okay.
don't talk to each other.
How
They
far
shout
back?
at each other. Yeah.
Yeah, how far back does the mistake
Oh,
happen?
15 generations of just peasants. That's just these are people who would grovel in the mud for tubers to boil for hundreds of years. That's what those people ate. There's absolutely no chance that Miley or any of her ancestors have or will ever do anything of
And
any
all of her
significance or
friends-
contribution to civilization.
All of her friends are exactly the same, so she
Well, she
doesn't
said-
know how to act differently.
She said she needs mune because she needs to go to the shops. She needs to go shopping. She wants new trainers. That's what I understood from all of that. And she needs £400, which is a fortune, okay, for her trainers. And why bother? I mean, why dress up? She's nothing to look at.
I'd
So she
send
should
her
really
to
wear.
a
She should wear.
compound in Syria.
No,
honestly.
she must wear a black rubbish bag, and she'll look just as attractive as she does in her clothes. I mean, really, there's no hope. I don't know why some people bother. You might as well look in the mirror, realize what you're dealing with, and just stay at home. No one wants to see her at the shopping center. No one wants to sell. Even the guy at the shop selling the trainers is going to look at her and go, I don't know why you bother, love. You should just just strap the bottom of the rind of a watermelon to under your foot with some old twine and just use that and a rubbish bag. Why waste all this money of your mother's? And I don't know what the mother does, but it can't be pleasant. James, there's someone with enormous feet walking around outside.
It's a watermelon girl. She's
Did you hear
coming to
that?
get you
I think she
with her
might,
twine.
She might be. Good Lord. What noise was that? Someone who, honestly, it sounded like someone with size 24 feet was walking with flip-flops.
Or,
Did you hear that?
or it was like a dog with a large piece of bamboo in its mouth trying to get up the stairs.
I like the way your imagination works. All right, so let's get into a couple of things. James, shall we start with some sport? I don't see any better time to do sport than now. Let's get to it. James is going to tell us about the rugby over the weekend, which I didn't
I
watch.
did watch.
You did?
Yes, against Georgia.
Yes.
It was a bit airy in the beginning.
And you're not talking about how hairy the Georgians are. You're just talking about how hairy the rugby was.
Ooh, yeah, it was
All
a
right.
little bit.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I didn't watch that, and then there was some under 20 rugby in the evening, wasn't there? Yeah, okay. Let's start with that.
All right, hello guys. So there was 2 rugbies this weekend.
There
was
was 2
quite a lot
There
of
was
rugbies.
2 rugbies.
There
this
were
weekend.
many rugbies this weekend.
Have you been hanging around with Miley from that clip we just played?
My issue is I went to Centurion, remember?
Oh, yes, of
That was
course.
my issue.
You haven't had it washed out of you yet.
Exactly.
Right.
Takes a
So
few
what
days.
did you think of the marvelous Centurion? Huh?
It's a fun place. My gran used to live there, so I'm very familiar.
The one who's dead.
Yeah, both my grans are dead.
Okay. Me too, James. There's nothing to worry about. You'll be
yeah.
fine.
Love
Are
Centurion.
your grands both dead, Leanne?
Yes, they are.
Okay, see, we all have that in common.
We've all bonded. That's
Yeah,
trauma
that's
bonding
great.
as far as I'm concerned.
All right, please let's move on from dead grands.
There was Bok Rugby this weekend,
No,
guys.
wait, you were going to say something about Centurion.
Love it. It's a weird place, though.
Why? How weird?
Some people like maybe go to the shops without shoes on.
Oh, did you see that?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I haven't seen that for a long
we can
time.
at least put like sandals on.
Were you in a particularly terrible part of
I
Centurion?
wasn't. That's the thing. I was in Irene, I think.
Oh, but that shouldn't be.
Pretty decent. Went to Irene Links.
I'm horrified. Okay, well, I apologize on behalf of the rest of Centurion.
You're in Pretoria, though, right?
No,
Oh,
Centurion.
okay.
Yeah, it's not. Listen, I'm not there for the neighborhood.
It's pretty-ish.
Okay,
Is
don't
my
worry. You
answer.
know what? Just forget I even asked. Let's just get on to some rugby that you're so desperate to tell us about. Go on.
Bok Rugby happened this weekend, you're right. Nelspruit is where it all went down, 55-10 to...
Mabombela.
There you
Ima
go.
Bombelio.
Mbelo.
Yes.
Sia Khaleesi returned, so South Africans were happy. My captain was back. And there were 2 players who scored 2 tries, Marnus and Edwil van der Merwe.
But Georgia started with
They did.
a try
7-0.
quite soon in and conversion.
And everyone is called Kashvili and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right. Strange names. Ben told us about that on Friday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think many people were concerned when Georgia did start strong, though, because, I mean, it is the Springboks, and there wasn't a very high chance they were going to lose to Georgia. So the scoreline being 55.
So you're saying there was
totally
no
makes
panic?
sense. I mean, I wasn't panicked.
Okay.
There might have been
All right.
panic from some people in Centurion, but I wasn't panicked.
Did you hear the other people in Centurion? Could you hear them making a racket?
Do you know what's really weird is I was in Centurion also like 2 weeks ago when the rugby was on, and you could hear people making noise. This weekend there was no noise. There was like
Are
nobody. was
those
watching
people
rugby.
from the previous 2 weeks ago when you were there, they're still drunk.
Still hungover. Oh, got you.
That's why they were
That
quieter
does
this
make
weekend.
sense.
But also, I don't think people were as excited about Georgia.
No.
I mean, that's like, I looked up where Georgia is because I find geography more interesting than rugby. So while everyone else was really engrossed in the
Yeah.
rugby, I was on my phone going,
and reading up the
Georgia.
history of Georgia.
No, so it was where I thought it was. It's between the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea.
And for those who
It's
don't
on the
know,
Black Sea side, and Azerbaijan is on the Caspian
there
Sea
you go.
side. And then Armenia is between them. Now, I heard that the Kardashians are of Armenian
Yes.
descent. So it's a terrible place.
correct.
There's not much to... And I mean, as you would have heard, the names are all dreadful.
I thought Georgia was like by Fiji in New Zealand. I thought that's where it was.
Wow.
No, I definitely thought Russia. Near Russia.
No.
Cool, so we didn't even know who we were playing against.
It would have been useful for you to have done the geography in addition to the rugby. But anyway, tell us what happened after that first try by Georgia.
We went on to dominate them 55-10. So Georgia scored that first try. They got a conversion, and that was the last time they scored the whole game.
Exciting.
There was also other rugby that happened immediately after that game. That was the under-20 box. They won the under-20 championship for the first time in 13 years.
Before we move
Wow.
on from Georgia, Congo Chris makes an interesting point. He says the Georgian team look like they haven't invented necks there yet.
No, they haven't.
Huh.
They were very airy, and
Kind of a bit
their beards just became their chest.
a bit Australopithecine, you could argue.
Like the Australopithecus sediba.
Sorry?
That was found by the man that we interviewed. It was.
You know what I love about Leanne? It's all in the detail, really. She picks up on it. You can't get anything past her. Australopithecus sediba.
Australopithecus sediba.
And you're talking about Professor
Prof.
Lee Berger.
Berger.
Very good, Leanne. Yeah, well, anyway, glad you're here to pick up the pieces when I forget what we've done on the show. As you were, James.
At the 20 box,
Yes.
they won for the first time in 13 years, taking home the trophy.
Now, what is under 20? Are those younger than 20?
They are the baby box.
Oh, so these are the guys who will become the Springboks of the future.
Hopefully, and some of them
Okay.
are huge for
Yes.
20-year-olds. Massive.
Apparently, we are producing. This is something that I heard the other day from someone who knows these things. Apparently, we're producing men of such enormity in high schools in South Africa at the moment.
Yeah.
Because these guys are on, who knows, fucking horse growth hormone or
It's
something.
terrifying.
And they're taking like Tyrannosaurus DNA and
I told you I was on a
Injecting it
plane to the Kruger airport with the Griquas,
yeah.
and I think the plane was struggling to take off. These guys were massive.
One guy needed
Their fingers were the size of like 3 of mine.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried that we may be producing people who are too big to do things like fit on planes and that sort of shit.
Their parents were sitting ahead of me, and they were head and shoulders above the head of the seat. The mother
Enormous
and father.
and big Cro-Magnon men.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, if we could take on Georgia, that's fine.
Yeah.
Easy.
So, all right, fine. So these are the baby box, which is by no means what you should call them because they basically
And
eat
they're
7 kilograms of meat for lunch,
Yeah.
dinner, and supper.
Basically.
And they're still growing.
Yeah.
Good
no, it's
Lord.
terrifying.
Wow.
One
Okay.
really cool thing about this baby box squad,
Yes.
in 2024, there was a player by the name of Riley Norton who represented South Africa in the Under-19 Cricket World Cup.
Don't mumble, James.
In 2024,
Yes.
there was a player. His name was Riley Norton, and he represented South
Don't
Africa.
repeat yourself. Get on with it.
The
Come on, for
2024
God's sake. This
Cricket
is taking
World
forever.
Cup.
Have you ever heard such a long and laborious sports presentation in your life? Flex has fallen asleep. Flex, oi, wake up. Yes, what is it?
And then in 2025, he represented the Under-20 box.
That's not interesting. Why
that's
did you
pretty
tell
cool.
us that?
They
That's
play
dope.
cricket and rugby.
Exactly. For
That's
South
amazing.
Africa.
Leanne, this is desperation
They play
stakes.
cricket and rugby. I think
For
that's
his country.
fascinating.
That's amazing.
Well done, James. Thank
Now,
you
if
for
you
that.
told
No
me he
worries.
had 3 eyes, I would say, you know what, that's quite worthy of interrupting. Otherwise, pretty average sports report. Okay, James, Riley Norton, terrific.
Amazing.
Right.
Two
What,
things.
what else? What else?
I'm going to mention something else that might irritate you more. WAFCON happened.
This is the women's AFCON.
Correct.
Right.
Banyana
And how did
Banyana-
Desiree Ellis and her team of
Nice.
lesbians do?
Nice.
Did they do
Desiree
well?
Ellis. They did. They won. They beat Senegal.
And by the way, I don't think it's unfair or I'm being pejorative by calling them lesbians, but a lot of those girls, I think they're lesbians. So it's the truth.
Well, we'd have to-
Some of them are not.
We'd have to know statistically, right?
All I'm saying is like straight girls don't have haircuts like that. Anyway, so how did they do?
They beat Senegal. They're
Nice.
through to the semi-finals against Nigeria. If they win, they'll play either Morocco or Ghana on Saturday, this coming Saturday. There was also the Open Championship, which happened. Scotty Scheffler.
Yes,
The only
that's
reason I've
good.
included the story is because of this guy's name. Scotty Scheffler took home the Open Championship this weekend. He beat a guy by the name of Harris English. That's the most interesting name I've ever heard.
Harris English.
Harris English.
But these are the same people who Ben was watching playing golf just last weekend.
Correct.
So, yeah, okay, all right. Because I mean, they were all the same people. Again, what is the?
Okay, I'm going to finish sport now. Sport's done. We're
Let me
finished. with
guess.
sport.
You're not going to tell me anything about Formula One,
No, that wasn't this weekend.
Tour de France.
That was this
it
weekend.
was this
but
weekend.
we'll leave it there. It's
Po-
fine. Pogacar did his thing. He's at the
Pogacar.
top.
Pogacar.
Pogacar's at
Pogacar.
correct.
Sounds like a starter at an
It's
Italian
pronounced.
restaurant.
It's spelled Pogacar.
Okay.
He's at the top. Yellow jersey. Team UAE also at the top. Very exciting stuff in the Tour de France.
All right.
That's it. I'll finish sport there.
Very good. Sandra San Giorgio says, "Love the show, Gareth. Straysby watching. The whole of Straysby is watching us. Well, that's a
That's
lot
a
of
lot.
pressure. I don't know if I can handle it. They should call it WAFCON or WAFCON, maybe. Some are lesbians and not by choice," says Goon.
No one is a lesbian by choice, anyway.
Then welcome to the chat, Sandra from Straysby, who's obviously making all the other people in the chat very excited. They love fresh meat. Gareth, take some of Leanne's ADHD meds. You are struggling to stay on the sports points today. Welcome to the show. It's kind of been the point of the show since we started it. But yes, you even slow adults like you have caught on. And then, shouldn't it be Stabanya Banya? Hey, we don't call people that. That's very pejorative and nasty. Just south of Russia is where people are saying Georgia is. Yes, we've covered this. Is it me who's just...
No, but what time was that? Or maybe
This was now.
maybe they're listening.
This idiot just now has said,
Maybe they're only
Georgia's south of Russia. We talked
Maybe
to-
they started
I
watching.
gave you an exact location of where this fucking place is. Why are we still talking about the geography of Georgia?
Gareth, they're just listening behind.
Do you think I would be difficult to live with?
Oh, my Lord. Why do you think we don't live together?
Yes, because there was that time they tried to put us in a commune. All the people. There are people I meet
Yeah.
who think that everybody who works together lives together.
Yes, remember you were putting in petrol once and they said, where's DJ Fresh?
And I said, I'll ask him when I get home. Because he lives right there in the same house in a different part of the house, different wing. Because that's what people think. So they think you and I do together. But Leanne, if you did live with me, look, there's a map. How useful and convenient. Thank you very much, Flex.
Armenia, so it's bordered by Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan.
Yes.
and
I don't
Russia.
think I could have done a better job of explaining where it is. There's the Black Sea. Other side, Azerbaijan, bordering on the Caspian. South of Russia. Right?
It's quite big.
Oh.
Am I ignorant, or what happens in the country of Armenia? What happens there?
Wars, destruction,
Cool.
And squatting toilets.
and hairy women.
All right. Cool.
Women with moustaches and pubic hair that's plaited into two large ponytails. That's what since you asked.
I regret asking. It's a pretty looking place, though. To be
No,
fair.
it's no.
No, it's not. The one picture is pretty, but that's about it.
No, it's kind of, post-Soviet, but still quite concrete-y. Except
it
the
was part
concrete.
of Russia at one point.
Of course, it was part of Russia. Union of Soviet Socialist
Now they're
Republics.
independent, yeah.
So they've got like real manly men there, is what you're saying.
Yes, they've got big men with no necks and women with plaited pubic hair.
Got you.
It's very exciting.
All right.
And sometimes moustache.
On the woman?
Yes, if you're lucky. If you go slightly inland from the Black Sea, that they get hairier as you go up the rivers. That's usually what happens. James, are you excited? Are you booking your next trip?
I'm so excited to go to Armenia. Just, with the culture and
of
stuff.
course. I mean, did you ever see what those Kardashians looked like before they got surgery?
Ooh,
Scary.
those before
eh?
and afters are very scary.
Yeah. And people forget, some superstars that you look at and you think, wow, imagine looking like, Jennifer Aniston. But if you think her real name is Anistonopoulos and her father was that soap opera actor, and if she hadn't grown up with resources and money and
Wax.
wax, she was a giant Greek lady making meatballs in her armpits or something. Who knows? It's money does a lot for these people.
Yeah.
If you're feeling ugly this morning, don't. You're just poor. You're not ugly. You're just poor. All right. I went to Woolies and tried that Fiji water, says Koketso. Are you insane?
Why?
Talk about being poor.
Why would you do that?
Like, you'll be poor after buying one of those. It
Good
costs thousands of rands for Fiji water. And you're really paying for the bottle.
Yeah.
Isn't that the most expensive one? think
It
so.
is one of. I do want to ask you guys a question. Do you taste a difference in it? I mean, I've had like not Fiji. It's one
Well,
of
you
the
can
other.
definitely taste difference in waters.
Can
Especially
you?
while traveling now. Some of them are just sweet and weird.
Yeah, James, we've got to actually talk to that water sommelier.
Sommelier
again.
Candace.
you.
Remember her?
Good
She
old
was
Candace.
great. She told us a lot,
I got her.
and she was terrific.
She could explain probably why I got barley belly. I know what it was from. It was from brushing my teeth without. It's a habit. You're supposed to use mineral water in a cup to rinse, but you'll be surprised by how many times you forget to do that, and you just use water from the tap.
Don't try and make it about the water and the water's fault and how you don't think about it. You are irresponsible. And you did this to yourself. I have no sympathy.
And some of the loos there, you have to wipe and then put the paper into a bin. And sometimes I forgot with that as well.
Did you flush it down? Irresponsible, you see. When Bali is no longer tourist friendly one day, it'll be your fault.
You've
It
ruined
was
the
all
entire
when that
Bali.
one fucking South African woman came here and ruined it for everyone. All right. And then what is it with that part of the world and women having pubic hair up to their belly buttons? I don't know, Congo Chris, but it's true. Best episode of The Window Seat yet, you've got to go to Armenia. Carl de Santos, you know what I was thinking? If there's ever a trip to Armenia up for grabs, I'm going to give it to you.
All
You go.
yours, buddy.
Just you'll need to take your own weapons
And hedge trimmers.
and hedge trimmers, and you go and you discover for us. You can be our intrepid explorer.
Take photos.
Money may not buy happiness, but it definitely buys beauty, says Judas. Yeah, I'm afraid it helps. The water sommelier was hot. Get her back on.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Alrighty, will do.
All right, very good. Anything else you'd like to report, James?
I might get a dog.
You're going to get a dog.
Yeah, do you want to see a photo?
Is it a
What?
puppy?
Yes,
It
tell
is
us.
a puppy. It's a miniature
yeah, I'm nervous about this.
dachshund.
Dachshund?
Oh, a
That one?
dachshund? Yeah. They're
And
quite angry little dogs, hey?
Oh,
The most
shame, no, they're
adorable.
so cute.
Really?
They do have back problems, though.
That's
They're
true.
breeding.
I have already. I didn't send Flex the photo, but that's what
Okay.
it looks like.
It's,
Yeah, we can really see
You
all
guys
the.
can
Oh
see
my
that.
gosh.
It's a
that's
puppy.
So
It's a little
adorable.
puppy, yeah.
That is very
Oh.
cute, James.
And his,
Are you in any way capable of raising this dog and not leaving it behind to fall off a
Are
balcony?
you going
or
to take
something?
it for walks and pay for its back surgery?
100%?
Is it a bred dog?
It is. It is.
Okay.
And it's the most adorable, and his name's going to be Winston.
Oh, you've already decided?
Yeah.
So when are you getting custody?
Sometime this week.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you
I'm very
keep us
That's pretty
updated,
cool.
I will. I'm very
and
excited.
you send us lots of pictures
What are you going
to
to do with
prove
Winston when you
life.
go on holidays?
I'm going to have to send old Winston, young Winston, to a doggy hotel or get a sitter in my house. One of the two.
Okay, very responsible.
That's a gay dog, James. Get a proper dog, man, says
You
Hugh.
leave Winston alone, okay? Jeez.
Will Flex sometimes stand in to look after him because you live near to each other?
I know Flex and dogs aren't best friends.
Oh, all dogs, Flex? You hate all dogs? Okay.
You like pit bulls?
He wants a pit bull, which is not a dog, that's a shark that lives on land. But okay.
Man-eating beast.
All right, cool. I think that's very good, James. Hermine says, please get pet insurance. Has
Yes,
James
while you
scored
can.
any
Yeah.
cats with that little rat?
What about
Uh,
cats?
Winnie for short. Armenians invented color TV, apparently. MRI scanners in the ATM. Beats Nyaupe. That's according to Jethro Hill.
Alrighty.
I don't believe you that Armenians invented all of that.
Didn't we invent the MRI scan? Or the brain? Something?
X-rays.
I'm not
I think
going
we
to
did
climb in on that one.
X-rays or something.
Doesn't sound right. If you aren't at least 2% afraid that your dog will kill you, you have a hamster, says Russell.
Yeah.
Listen, those little dachshunds can be feisty. They can be.
But he's a miniature, so he won't grow very big. either.
Okay. So he's going to be little, tiny. Okay.
I might bring him on Wednesday.
All right. Very
Oh,
exciting.
no, you have to bring him when I come.
Okay. On Monday?
All right. Fine. Sounds lovely. I recommend James gets a minimum of 3 sausage dogs. They need companionship, says
That is
Slippery
true.
Twinkle.
That is true.
Soon it will be
Just
a
one
farm.
at a time.
Yeah, soon it will be a farm at James's flat. So this is going to be exciting. Did Hanan give up on you, Gareth? No.
He went on holiday.
He's on holiday, just like Leanne, but he didn't go
Because
to
of
Bali.
Gareth.
He didn't go. Yeah, he needed a holiday because of us. You know, he's as strong as nails, and he's got some very tough customers, people whose heads are completely up their asses. But that once a week with us just
put him
broke
over
the
the
man.
edge.
He needed a 2-week break from the show, and he's somewhere exciting, I'm sure. So we'll find out from him when he gets back.
It
But
was the last straw of the camel's back.
yeah, no,
He didn't tell me where. He just said, I'm going overseas for the next 2 Mondays. So
Okay.
that's all I got from him. We don't know
I'm
where.
very excited that you're getting a dog. It's
gonna be fun.
Good. Further responsibilities pile on for James as he slowly becomes an adult.
At the age of 28 already.
All right, James. Thanks.
Also, MRI was invented by Raymond Damadian, who was an American.
Okay, so much for fucking Armenia. Still waiting to hear what they did.
Maybe they
Look,
make
there we go. That's an Armenian woman. She's just waiting for her husband to get home.
She's just brushed her teeth, got up, and put her gown on.
And you know what's even
She's
better?
gonna sit there
she's
all
actually
day.
she's 26.
Yes.
That's how. Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you what they invented, and one of them is hilarious.
Yeah.
The first handheld hairdryer was invented
First
by the Armenians.
handheld hairdryer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obviously.
so not one of those
Well, for
domes.
for the pubic hair
What I'm
plaits. Yeah, of
saying.
course.
Oh.
Makes
You have
sense.
to do because you...
Yes.
With those, you'd have to do a handstand.
Well, I've seen them in the gym. The old men that stand there and go,
Oh no, stop. They did invent color television. They invented the automatic
they
transmission.
didn't invent color television.
It was invented by Hoyannis Adamyan.
I refuse to give him credit. There must have been someone else. He stole the idea and then buried the body.
Buried the body. The automatic transmission for the car, I'm assuming.
That's quite a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Handheld hairdryer.
All right.
And then Armenians have been involved in the invention of the ATM, the MRI.
Well, probably also involved in the stealing of ATMs.
Fair.
Gosh, there is no cultural appropriation going on here this morning.
Appropriation. This is called cultural appreciation. I've never spent so much time talking about Armenia in my life. I think we've done this is an outreach. That's what this is.
Oh, they've also made green ink for US dollars. I'm not sure how.
Oh God, you really now that's scraping the
that's
barrel.
weird.
Green ink, but only for US dollars.
Yeah, that's what it says, yeah. They were involved in the invention of the MRI, not made it,
They were involved.
as well as the ATM and the PET scanner.
It's kind of...
All
Position.
right. Okay, it's enough.
emission
I
something.
know all I need to know about Armenia.
You're welcome. Oh, and they also invented, obviously, the Kardashians, like we said. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they will go down eternally to hell and burn for.
Infamously, yeah.
Yeah. If you invent the Kardashians, there's got to be a special kind of punishment for you.
100%.
Right. The Georgians were quite physical with the box, their skills lacking, but I was impressed, says Wade O'Donoghue, as some kind of rugby commentator then, clearly
Not good
very
enough.
interested in that. Thank you, Wade, for your thoughtful comment. Hanan is consulting down in the mines, according to Durban Dope. No. And Congo Chris said that was a great picture of Leanne and Barley.
The one in the pool.
No, the old
gun.
lady with the gun. All right, that's all your time for now. At 7 o'clock, we'll be back in a couple of seconds for the next half of our Monday. And plenty to talk about there. Lots going on in the news. We haven't touched on any of that stuff. Have you noticed how happy we are because we haven't done the news?
I mean, I did put some, like, kind
true.
of not so fun news stories in there. The SARS and
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't,
hear
you
I
see,
hear
if
what
we
what
stay
you're
away
saying.
from that, look
yeah.
how happy we are.
Yeah, life's good.
I really think that the news is poisonous. We should stay the hell away.
I agree.
Absolutely.
News is coming up next. Stick around for that.
It's Open Championship week, and seeing as Sandile is living it up in Ibiza right now, Ben decided to make this a major golf show in more ways than one. Oji Molefe is here, Msizi James is here, and for the next hour, they are talking all things golf, from the Open Championship at Royal Port Rush, all the way through to why, if you're a man over the age of 30, particularly in Joburg, golf is the best thing for you to do. It's episode 57. It's the On The Bounce Show, special Golf Bro Open Show. Let's get into it.
What's up the game is a lot of people are becoming photographers and videographers.
Yes,
A lot of people, and you can see the problems that they have.
it is.
Yeah, and also the client don't want to pay. So if my boy is here and
he's
my
saying,
boy has been taking nice pictures with his iPhone, let me give him a camera.
Phela mina ngiyinsizwa mina. Ngiyinsizwa.
Alrighty, good morning. If you've just woken up, you've just started your day, you come to the right place, and this is the Gareth Cliff Show on the Real Network. In case you stumbled on us by mistake, it could happen. Now, I did have a co-host for this morning's show. Her name is Leanne, but she seems to have disappeared. She's just missing. Yeah, just walk on. There we go. Just walks across, yeah.
I was going to go the long way around, but then you bust me.
That's all right. Don't panic. We're non-judgmental here. What did you find? Some coffee or tea or water?
Water.
Oh, that's nice. Very exciting. And I expected more from you. I thought it was a full cup of whiskey or something. No.
No. I did drink a lot of sake while I was away.
Oh, did you?
In one night. Just I drank a lot in one
What's
night.
sake like?
Oh, it's lovely. Japanese
had it.
wine.
Yeah.
You can also get hot sake, which is a bit of a chili, and it's a bit of a chili taste, and it's served warm. Delicious.
All right. While we're talking about wine, apparently Georgia and Armenia are known for the first wine ever made in 8000 BC. That's according to Neat Tequila.
It's
Neat Tequila.
it was made
That's
then, and
someone's
it's
name.
ready to drink now.
Yeah. Imagine the vintage, 8000 BC. Imagine how fermented that is.
Oh.
That would be
It would probably
strong.
be solid, like it looked like Marmite.
Okay. All right. So I promised you we'd get to some news just so that we don't, completely live in ignorance with our heads in the sand. But I don't know. I mean, this is the stuff that supposedly they keep telling us is important. So apparently the US has deported some of the most dangerous immigrant criminals in the world to
Oh no.
Eswatini, which is
No,
Swaziland,
come on.
right next door, which means it's only going to be a matter of time before they find themselves
they-
in Joburg.
Are they from Eswatini or South Africa?
No, they're 5 foreign nationals who are convicted of severe crimes, including child rape and murder. They've been sent to Swaziland as their home countries refuse to accept them.
What are their home countries?
I don't know, but those people must be forced to take them back. That's where they were born and made.
Do you think this was done on purpose by Trump?
Well, he's got to send them somewhere.
Well,
So
to
Swaziland
South
obviously
Africa.
said, well, we need the money. We'll take them. So I don't know how, they've better block these guys down or shoot them or something. I mean, I don't want to know anything more about these people than I've just found out. So
See, my thing is they're probably going to escape.
described by U.S. officials as depraved monsters, the deportees are being held in isolated prison units. The move has sparked outrage in Eswatini, with activists condemning the country's role in housing such criminals. Well, as long as they keep them housed. Because if the country's making money and the U.S. has got rid of them and the Swazis want to keep him or them and they do keep them locked up, I don't see a
Forever.
problem. Like, they're getting paid to do it, right?
And as long as there's no chance of them facing retrial or anything like that.
Oh,
then-
no. I think they should just dig a huge big hole with concrete walls that you can't climb up, open to the elements, maybe a little kind of thing that they can shelter in when it's really pissing down, but make them live like the animals they are. If they're such depraved monsters, then let people come and throw fruit at them and stuff. That would be a tourist trap. I mean, can you imagine?
Make even more money.
Well, just imagine because I know that the human rights activists are going to get all uppity about this, but if these people are child rapists and murderers, serial murderers, these are some of the worst people, right? So they would be interesting to watch.
They can't be rehabilitated.
And to taunt. So if you dig a deep enough hole, like at a zoo, you put bars all around, they can't climb up, they can't get out, and people can look at them and shout obscenities at them, see how cross they can get. And it would be fun to watch.
Do you know what I remembered recently was that pedophile village in the US
Yeah.
where a whole lot of pedophiles live in camper vans in this
Yes.
village,
Yeah.
far away from everyone else. But some of them are there voluntarily,
Yeah.
and some of them have never actually committed a crime.
Yeah, but they're terrified they might.
They might, so they
Yeah.
isolate themselves from the community. And they are being studied because there is a part of the brain that all pedophiles have that is affected. And they're trying to weed that out genetically.
Well, good. I hope they come right with that. I hope they get that part of the brain excised.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, do you think it would be such a bad idea that these depraved monsters aren't treated like animals in a zoo, and we can invite people to come and look at them and throw a couple of stones at them or whatever?
None of that appeals to me.
Oh, come on,
None of it
Leanne.
appeals to me.
I mean, they're depraved
I don't even
monsters.
want to look at them. They must just be out of my mind, out of sight.
I think we could start. I think in this audience of ours, we've got enough crazy
I
people.
don't know.
We could all go there and imagine, and we can all see.
I'm not interested.
Oh, come on.
I would rather get into a red dress and do the barley swing.
Okay, well, the Rhino and Lion Park is always looking for meat donations. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you commit a crime of any kind, you should no longer have human rights, says Hugh. Well,
Of any kind?
Like what, like
Jeez.
shoplifters?
Speeding.
Yeah, let's say you smoked weed once. Now
Yeah.
you must have no human
Or you
rights.
killed your husband because he was bad. I mean,
All right.
come on, give
Calm
us a
down.
chance.
Calm down, Heinrich Himmler. Okay, well, they must get out of Africa, says Judith Mary Vianello. They must get out of Africa. I don't agree with Trump one bit on this move. Okay, so these countries, apparently Sudan has also taken a whole bunch of refugees. Well, not refugees, illegal immigrants that have been deported. So what they're trying to do in America is get all their shit people out who are not meant to be there because they're not American citizens. They don't have any right to be in America. So any country he'll take them, Trump's like, cool, thanks. Don't know if they're being paid. They must be. There must be something in it for those countries. But
I would love to know where these prisoners, which countries wouldn't take their own
they
prisoners
must
back.
be like shit places like Guatemala or Nicaragua or El Salvador or who knows, right? I mean, I don't think they're coming from Georgia, although you never know. I don't think it's as interesting where they're not welcome anymore. So those countries should have to pay. It shouldn't be America that pays. America's like, this is not my problem. Get out. But the country that won't accept them back should then pay another country to have
They
them.
should pay Eswatini.
I mean, we could do something like that with Ponty, for example, in Joburg.
Oh my lord!
You know, we could just put all of them in the Ponty building, just put a huge big fence and then crocodiles in a moat
There you go
around
again.
it. I mean, I don't understand why this is so hard. Why do people struggle with the idea that if you just put people in a big cage and you have crocodiles and or other ferocious wild animals patrolling around, they're stuck in there and the rest of us can watch them and taunt them through the bars or whatever we
I
like.
don't want to see them.
I don't understand why this is complicated. All those fans of the playground are castrated with Lupron, which is, the pedophile playground, are castrated with Lupron, which is a popular puberty blocker. Yeah, I've heard that they are trying to do these experiments Leanne was talking about to figure out what it is with pedophiles. Do what the English did and send them all to Australia. Yes, you see, what a success story. I mean, think about it. Australia now is maybe top 10 of countries in the world, like net immigration into Australia. Seems like a good place. They've got good weather. They've got lots of natural resources. It seems hospitable, apart from some of the very, very dangerous poisonous animals. But, you know, Australia's not doing too badly. And it came from trying to get rid of your shit people by sending them somewhere else.
To a remote island.
And look, the shit people came right.
Yeah,
Most.
yeah.
Except that woman in the clip that we showed you in the first
Yes.
hour who was screaming about being on holiday.
Directly descendant of.
Of Bogans, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like the beginning of one of those movies where they use prisoners to fight each other to the death for our entertainment. Again, not a bad idea. I'm not opposed to that. If you buy up all the world's criminals, and this has always been my idea for a great show, I think it's the ultimate show. I don't think anything else comes close. You're going to have all the world's most dangerous criminals. You buy them for your big island stadium and they fight to the death, but for real. Like it's not for kids to watch. This is not family entertainment. This is adult entertainment. It's going to be gory and Mortal Kombat-y, but it's for real. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And then the families of the victims get to go or at the end of it. Very exciting. I'm telling you, Leanne, ratings bonanza. They should test out all these medications on the criminals instead of using animals. Yeah, okay, but that's old
I
school.
feel like they might already do that.
Bring back the Roman games. I hear Newlands Stadium is empty. Again, that would be great. But you see, you're going to have Jordan Hill-Lewis of Cape Town saying, I don't know if I want people being murdered in my stadium. Well, then you know what? We'll take it somewhere else. There's got to be an island somewhere with some crazy tin pot dictator. And we can say to him, how much do you want for us to stage these games here? Just exit the UN so that they can't put pressure on you. Declare sovereignty if you're not sovereign and independent already. And let us build this fucking stadium. We'll make a bonanza. It will be the most watched show ever in the history of humanity. Guaranteed. You buy up the most...
Who's filming it?
I will. I'll go there with a handy cam or a
They're
fucking
going to
drone
put the
myself.
handy cam up your ass.
Leanne, I've told you, crocodiles, moats, high fences, we'll do all of that. They get stored under the stadium, fed, they get to become bigger and strong, and then we put these alpha monsters together to kill each other. It'll be fantastic entertainment. Anyway, I mean, live by the sword, die by the sword. I'm sure this could make PE worth going to. Don't push it. I like the idea of the Robben Island. You know, we came up with an idea for Robben Island. Big apartheid-era theme park. You probably won't like it.
No.
Go and listen to Friday's show. You'll get an idea. They should be sent to Armenia. Those people seem capable of watching them. No, we don't. Cookies, is that your name? We don't want to send anyone to Armenia. These people... The countries that send us their very worst monsters will be paid. We'll actually buy the criminals from them. Imagine, for the people of those countries, that's like, thank goodness, we don't have to pay for them. Anyway, I'm not sure about this idea. There are enough half-built stadiums to use in South Africa, Viasen. So I did see over the weekend with the rugby in Bombela that stadium is still looking good. You know, we've got some beautiful stadia in South Africa, and I just feel it's a great sadness that we aren't making criminals fight to the death in them. I can't. James, Flex, back me up on this. Wouldn't you like to watch? You'd watch this. Flex would watch it. Flex is like, yeah, obviously. Yeah. And imagine you can do things like you choose the weapons by popular acclaim. So everybody votes on their phones in the stadium. And then is it going to be a pickaxe? Is it going to be a sword? Is it going to be a chain with a big hook at the end? Imagine.
Still don't.
Okay, so maybe women won't enjoy it as much. I think it would be a huge show. I really do. Bring it on, G, says Max Sony. Yeah, Israel could host it. International law doesn't apply there. You see, I don't want politics involved here. We'll take anyone's criminals. Terrorists, mass murderers, serial killers, rapists. I'll take them all because we're going to dispatch them in the best possible way. And if one of them becomes quite famous for a little while and survives a few battles, then who owns the brand? Me. And we decide what we're going to do with him. Let's see how well he does with just the one leg.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? I don't know. The world already has UFC. Are you kidding? Keith Furry, just hold on a second. This is to the death, my friend. This is not some wrestling match, WWE, okay, where you've got the Undertaker pretending to fall with his elbow on some dude. This is for real.
Well, I mean, UFC is the closest to that.
No.
That
I have plans. Spikes
because
will
you go in there fighting for your life.
Leanne, spikes will come out of the ground when they least expect it. I will flood the arena when they least expect it and they'll have to swim with their weapons. I mean, I've got ideas for days. This would be forever surprises. There's no episode of this that you're going to tune in for. And, oh no, it's more of that. You know, there's that guy again trying to kill that guy.
You're not going to convince me. I don't know why you're trying.
Because you're the target audience. What can I say? All right. Gareth, it's not tunnels under the stadium. It's called the Hypergeum, you uncultured git. Yes, that's where the prisoners would train and eat and get ready for
like
big
the gladiators.
fights. Yeah. I'd watch it. The group has voted out Chester the molester and send him to Exile Island. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm in. Fighting to heavy metal music in the background, says Carol Jean. Yeah. And imagine the bachelor's party weekend packages you could sell to guys from all over the world, from Armenia, for heaven's sake. It's so boring. Dgashvili's bachelor party and shooting bears in forest. No fun this. We rather go to that island with the killing and have many drink in stadium while we watch head get chopped off. That good holiday. I'm telling you. Stay in villa that Leanne Mole stayed in, but then go to a stadium next day for killing. And people get their bloodlust out. By the way, on a very serious note, I think it will make violence a real thing that people have to actually face up to in parts of the world where they've forgotten what that is, where they talk about war and you have people standing up in Congress and the Senate and Parliament saying, we've got to go to war with these people, but they haven't seen violence themselves. It'll make it all very real for some people. And I do believe that there's a need in society for us to not just talk about, I mean, this is a psychological part of it because we didn't have Hanan this morning, so someone has to bring this.
Clearly we didn't have Hanan this morning.
What do you think? I'm on a mad tear?
Yes.
What's wrong with you? I feel like you're not listening to me, Leanne.
I'm hearing everything.
I think you're missing out on a big...
You're
Fine.
not.
I'm not giving you any
I
shares.
like watching The
I'm going to give all the shares to James
Love
and to Flex.
Island.
Yeah, you could go your Love Island. Okay, take your Love Island and go watch all the
Bachelor in Paradise.
all the people cheating on each other and trying to shtup. It'll be just like the real world, but mine is much more exciting. Do you know what they used to do? Because people in ancient Rome, when they would go to the gladiator battles, they knew there was something at stake here. Life, not just, are you going to come back next week and fight again?
Are you going to win $1 million?
Yeah,
again?
Or are you going to fall in love with the girl in the pink dress or the girl in the white dress? Who gives a shit? This is like someone's going to die. The stakes could not be higher. You could even have, instead of having countries waging war on each other, you could have them nominate some big monster who they've got in their biggest, darkest prison, and they fight the country that they want to fight's other monster, and the monsters decide the outcome of the battle.
It's very much like... What is
Yeah,
that
you
movie?
see?
Oh, there
Look,
you go.
a fucking monster like that. That is appalling. I just want to say I've never
The
actually
top
worn...
cannot make anyone look manly.
I've never worn an outfit like that, and I've never been in that kind of shape. Yeah, sure. Take that off the screen. It's revolting. This reminds me of the scene in The Cable Guy where they go to the restaurant and end up fighting each other in front of everyone,
I mean,
says
what's
Tracy.
the South Korean series, guys?
Squid Games.
Squid Games. You didn't end up watching that, did
No,
you?
I never watched it.
But that there, you can sense that feeling of I'm going to die. This is to the death.
I think that there's almost a fetishization of violence, which is not good. We need actual violence to remind people
so pedophiles have
of why
a
it's
certain
not a good idea.
There's something wrong with their brains. These people do too. Child rapists, serial murderers. But then I think you do too. For wanting to watch this and do this.
Listen, don't get me...
There is something weird about your
Leanne,
brain.
It's not Gareth wants to watch this. This is what people will watch.
Well, there's not only one pedophile. There are many.
Leanne, you're getting confused here between the idea that this is something I want to do because I find it entertaining and the fact that everyone on earth will be mesmerized by this. I'm betting my bottom dollar on it. People are at base level. This is why they slow down at an accident on the highway, right? They are drawn, and I'm talking about everybody. I don't even know if I wouldn't necessarily want to be a fan of this.
I've experienced enough trauma in my life to be bothered with this, really. I've been
People
affected too much
slow
by
down
normal
and
life.
they rubberneck at an accident.
I'm not one of them.
People watch, and whenever they see something that's dead, they get tremendously excited. It's an instinctual, backward, primitive human thing. And
yes.
I don't think that it's particularly laudable. But I tell you now, it would be the greatest show by miles. Everyone would want to watch.
The MAGA people would love it.
The MAGA people, the Armenian women with their AK-47s in their bedrooms. This would be the biggest thing all over the world. Telling you now, you think...
No, I'm sure it would.
You think we're so evolved and we're all so much better that we wouldn't...
There is nothing
stoop
that would be
to
more
watch
talked
this?
about than this.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Shut up, Leanne, says Slippery. This is why I love the audience. You know, in a moment where you really need them, they step up. Slippery Pickle says, shut up, Leanne. It's not Gareth, it's Marketing 101. Yawn, move on already, says Stirrer.
You look like that Armenian woman.
Many people watch porn. Why not add violence to the cart? Yeah, exactly. Science needs their brains. Kids with brains like that get to fight in the curtain raiser. No, I mean you could bolt on all kinds of fun things to this that are actually about the improvement of humanity. But the core thing of it is high stakes, bad people. Everybody doesn't have to feel bad about them dying because they're terrible people. You could even list their crimes before you put them in the arena. Leanne, we must keep our empathy for the meek, not the monsters who damage them.
This is true.
Says Bronwyn. We could have the corrupt politicians as a separate category. Oh, listen, I've thought about that too. I mean, just imagine how good South Africa would feel if we just put all the politicians in there. Don't necessarily give them weapons to kill each other, but
you'd
they
have
just
to
have a big
different
punch
strategy.
up. A big punch up where they all just like have a full go at each other. Because it would be very, I think you'd be surprised.
Or maybe just like
At who would
slow
win.
poisoning.
Well, now that's vicious and cruel.
Listen, I despise corruption. I really do.
I never understood how violence is more acceptable than sex when with one people come out happy and chilled and the other people come out dead, says Living Sunny. Yeah, but there's so much porn already. And, you know, I mean, that's like old school. I just think this is what humans are desperate for. And it would sort things out. The emperors in Rome used to say the two things that people need are bread and circuses. Give them food and give them violent entertainment, and they mostly behave the rest of the time.
It would be a great deterrent,
I think it would.
but then you might run out. It might come to an end
If
one
you
day.
saw people who'd done awful things the day before, you know, robbed people at gunpoint, murdered somebody, and you saw justice, swift justice being exacted upon them. Sure, it's entertainment as well for some people, but you'd see essentially the wheels of justice turn a lot faster. And I know this is contrary to every human rights lawyer's expectation of where our minds and our souls and our jurisprudence should be, but you're reading it wrong. I'm telling you that this is how human nature reads. Human nature reads that it wants swift justice, it wants entertainment, and it can sometimes see an overlap in the magisteria of both. And I think it's possible that this could be a solution to so many problems all at once. Call me lunatic, and many people have, but just think about it. Castration undermined the rhino horn market. Now listen, you guys can't throw a whole bunch of people in here who don't deserve to be thrown in. We've got to limit this to the worst humans on Earth. And the reason this is a story today is because of this thing in Eswatini. But right now, I'm most worried that they'll escape from wherever they are in
That's what I'm
Eswatini
concerned
because they
about.
don't have crocodile moats and they don't have high pits that they've put the people in so you throw banana peels at them. So I'm worried that within 3 or 4 months, they're going to be running some underground criminal organization somewhere in Braamfontein. Okay. Optimus is a Tesla humanoid robot, right?
Yes.
And it made a surprise appearance this weekend at the soft launch of the Tesla Diner and Supercharger in Hollywood, serving buttered popcorn to delighted guests, including local first responders. So it was a publicity stunt.
Yes.
But check this robot out. Tell me how you'd feel if this is the future. Let's say 5-10 years from now, instead of having waiters and waitresses and going to restaurants, you're going to pitch up and this thing's going to be serving you. How are you going to feel? okay, not so impressive, but, you know, it could be a person in a suit.
Yeah, could be.
It doesn't, it's not really that, it's, I think I could handle that. Be okay with that being a waiter. I'm not afraid of the robots, Sam.
Yeah, look, if I don't have to engage with someone, then I'm all for it. I'd prefer it to be
So
a
you'd
robot.
rather it was a robot.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, I had a massage this last week, and in the beginning, the pressure was fine, and she said, "How's the pressure?"
pressure?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then later on, I thought,
Take off panties.
I wish it could have been more firm, but there's no way in hell I'm saying that. So I just went through the whole
But
thing.
would you to a robot?
Well, there's that robot massage thing
Yeah.
where you can just adjust it yourself. I'd much prefer that. If I don't have to interact with someone, I'd be much happier.
I think you'd get worse, and I'll tell you why. Because you would eventually not deal with any humans at all. So when you did deal with a human, you'd be completely flustered and anxious.
I'd be like a Gen Z.
Yeah. No eye contact.
Receiving a phone
Yeah.
call without any
Oh
warning.
my God. Have you seen what happens to a Gen Z
Yes,
person when
yes,
they
I
get a
do.
phone call? They fall apart.
I do.
Okay, so there's at least something to look forward to for Leanne and other people who are not. I'm not a huge fan of people. Maybe I'd be in the same category as you. And I mean, once we've killed all these criminals, maybe it's nicer to go out and meet people.
Maybe
knows?
The world's a better place.
Apparently, now this is just, it's embarrassing when police officers and a South African Police Services cleaner are arrested for looting washing powder.
Yeah.
They stole washing powder.
It was one of those things where a truck had overturned.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay.
So people, just the general public, were already looting.
Yeah. Whenever a truck turns over in South Africa, if there's something valuable in it, I mean, if there were books, no one would steal a fucking
Yeah.
thing, right?
So what happened is this happened in Limpopo.
Yeah, well,
The driver managed to
surprised.
call for help and phone the police. The police pitched up
and they started helping themselves as well.
and they started helping
Now,
themselves.
was it just a big pile of washing powder?
They said,
And people were scooping.
some
They
of it's
brought their
cargo.
own. They brought their own containers, because
Washing
that's what
powder.
happens with petrol, right? If a petrol tanker in South Africa gets stranded,
it doesn't
or,
say if it was loose powder or if it was boxes of powder or
but they were taking
capsules or-
stuff that was not theirs.
yes, they took the stuff, loaded the police car with it.
Jesus.
They then drove off, leaving the driver who was screaming for help and leaving the looters to continue looting. They took the stuff to their houses.
This is why we
And
cannot.
the good police, have now found the stuff in their homes.
This is why we cannot have nice things, because we've got people who, when a truck breaks down, they want to steal the stuff that is not theirs from the truck.
And then the cops steal it.
And this is not great. I mean, it's not like they're stealing stuff that they need.
Well, they're probably...
No, you're
they'll
stealing.
have a lifetime.
You're embarrassing. You're stealing
supply.
washing powder. What kind of person gets in there with their own container and starts helping themselves to washing powder? It's just embarrassing. This is so...
I can understand
basic.
it from a
This is
from
so
a poverty
basic.
point of view, but the police stealing that themselves and then driving off and leaving everyone to carry on looting.
No, it's
Come on.
Okay, Limpopo, you should hang your head in shame.
Anyway,
What a-
they're going to appear in
what a
court.
shit
I don't know where the
province.
cleanup comes into it, but it's they're aged between 49 and 55
So these are not young people either.
No.
These are like people in their 40s and 50s.
who should understand what it means to uphold the law in the country. And yeah. So they'll be in the dock soon. What's that? I think this week.
Good. Lock them up.
Today, in fact, today.
We could put them in my arena. We have a big... because of the nature of their crime, they stole washing powder, we'll make a big foam party, and they get stabby things, and you'll only know someone's... because the foam will go red.
No.
That's how you'll... I'm telling you, I'm full of ideas, okay? Mm-hmm. So here's something much more exciting for you. Here is Alicia Amira, who is a Danish woman who identifies as a professional bimbo, okay? She spent 5.9 million rand on cosmetic procedures to transform herself into a real-life Barbie doll. She was recently featured on Olivia Altwood, The Price of Perfection. Now, that's how she used to look, okay? That's her before surgery
There's
photo.
a scraggly tooth.
And this is what she looks like
Oh.
now.
My
Yeah.
God.
Now, look at the size of those cans.
How?
And look at
the
the
size of her
face,
lips.
the outfit, the makeup, the lips, the hair. It's just unbelievable. And she said she feels really happy in her skin, inspired by extreme body modification and blonde bombshell aesthetics. She's undergone multiple surgeries, including breast implants and rhinoplasty. Amira, who founded the Bimbo movement and has a clothing brand called Be a Bimbo. Great.
If you had to marry that person, which version would you rather marry?
Show them again.
Because, yeah, would you rather marry her?
Yeah, I mean, she looks like a putzfrau from, some
Yeah.
German village. You see, the putzfrau from the German village.
You'd marry her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I would, I mean, what's going on there with the fringe even?
No, it's a bit odd.
Those lips, it's just unbelievable. I'd be so embarrassed to
Here are
take her around
eyebrows.
with me. It'd be, and who's this? Oh, this is my wife. What? Oh,
No,
my wife.
you.
That's appalling. Although I think James would like to have a girlfriend like that. Is it too much for you? The großen Titten. Yeah, that's quite big tits, hey? And
She can't play golf, that's for sure.
and she likes to be a bimbo. She's even got a clothing brand called Be a Bimbo. She has no plans to stop altering her appearance, so it'll get worse and worse as the years go by. And she wants to look as plastic as possible.
I don't like it when people look at me when I'm walking around.
Yeah, so
Can you
that's the
imagine?
opposite of her. She loves
Yes.
people looking at her. All right, well, maybe this is a topic for Hanan to deal with one day, because I don't know. I mean, it seems to me that we have reached peak attention seeking. In this time we've been alive, somewhere between the 90s and right now, has been peak attention seeking by actually quite ordinary people who don't necessarily have a whole lot to contribute to humanity, but maybe they've made some money and now they physically alter themselves, or they end up with a reality TV show or something and they've become massively famous and they're hungry for attention, and it's never enough. Right? It's never enough. She says here, I will carry on. I will not stop altering my appearance. I want to look as plastic as possible. She has not had her fill. She wants more attention. And I think it's a new kind of disease. They're always diagnosing people with new. Everyone's now somewhere on the autism spectrum. Everyone. There's just the autism spectrum is so crowded at the moment that an autistic child wouldn't want to be there. Okay? But everyone's got some mental health condition. The one they haven't diagnosed is this attention seeking, this remorseless, unending, grinding attention seeking that eats these people up from the inside. I think it needs a name, and we need to find a medication for it.
But something like autism is not induced by upbringing or past experiences or trauma. It's from birth.
Well,
Whereas these
yeah.
people, it
Okay,
can be
I'm
trauma
not gonna,
induced.
I'm not going to have an argument with you about
parents
autism because I don't know enough.
Their parents maybe didn't give them enough attention, and now they're looking for attention.
You blame the parents. Look at what the putzfrau looked
So I
like
don't
when
know
she
what
was.
medication
I mean,
would
if
work.
my daughter looked like put up the putzfrau picture again. We're not going to get. There we go. I mean, if my daughter looked like that, I'd also not give her attention.
She looks fine.
No, she doesn't.
Just apart from the scraggly tooth.
I'd say, "Who are you?" And she'd go, "It's me,
Gareth, please. We have family members that
Alicia,
look like that.
Gareth." And I'd go, "I don't know who you are. Why are you in my house? I'm counting to 5, and then I'm going to get the shotgun."
It's a hairdryer behind her. It's so weird. It's like someone's pointing a gun at her head.
All right, enough. I don't need to see her anymore. Good heavens.
Put her back up.
Take her out of my house. Shoot her. Put her in the arena. James, stop it. Flex. Stop it. Enough. All right. Let's talk about puppies because James is getting a puppy this week. Very exciting. So researchers have followed puppies and are going to follow puppies through their lives. That's a great deal if you're a researcher. Imagine some researchers have to figure out why some man's testicles are distended and gross. And they do all kinds of experiments with testicles from a rotten person. Other researchers choose puppies. Guess which one is better?
Oh.
Look at the puppies.
This is a BBC story, so it's coming out of the UK.
Puppies. Look at those
Devon
puppies.
and Cornwall.
Yes.
Researchers are calling for more puppies because
Yes.
it's a dog's charity called Dogs Trust. And
Very, very, very creative name.
as it is, you would never guess
Dogs
that it
Trust.
was a
They must have
puppy,
brainstormed for months about that one. I bet you they called in a marketing expert and they had a social
that
media
took
expert.
lots of coke in
Oh,
order
for
to
sure.
reach that decision.
I'm going to need £200,000 to come up with a name for you. Cool, no problem. What are you going to do with the money? Just snort kilometers of coke. And then they wait and
Brainstorm.
there's a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. And
There's a circle jerk with drums.
yeah, and then they go, oh, what's the name? And the guy goes,
Dun,
Dogs
dun, dun, dun.
Trust.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, they're doing good across Devon and Cornwall. So they're looking for 10,000 puppies. They've just got a few hundred more to get. They need puppies under the age of 16 weeks.
But they're not going to take these puppies away.
No, they just monitor their...
So if you have a puppy,
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can do what you like
Otherwise you're gonna have
with your
10,000
your
homeless
puppy.
puppies
You can
eventually.
feed it the way you want to feed it. You
Right.
can train it or not train it. You're not told to do anything.
right?
They're just going to ask for all the information and what you're doing and then study the differences in how they grow up. Of course, James put in his little dog that he's getting next week. Or
That is so cute.
it's not the exact one, but yes.
Oh my God. Oh, I love
So-
puppies.
and apparently this hasn't been done before, which I found strange.
Yeah, but also, I mean, let me just say that the research, I don't know we need.
Well, it's very good for behavioral issues.
No, sure. What I'm saying is this researcher is very smart because they're getting money, they're getting a grant to do the research, right? But it is such pleasant research.
It
So,
is.
I mean, points to you, whoever you are, because you found a topic that can't possibly be unpleasant to do. It's gonna be so much fun. This is the best project you could have. I hope that whoever this researcher is, he's older than 5, because for any child, this is the perfect research to be involved in. And you've got puppies, and it's just going to be so cute and awesome.
And across all breeds, a whole generation of research, which is lovely.
I mean, Flex would hate this, but everyone else would love it.
yeah.
For Flex, it would be a kind
Flex
of hell.
would be like, how many shits did it have today?
Right.
Oh, 15, same as yesterday.
Exactly. All right, talking about shits. SARS has auto-assessed 5.8 million taxpayers in 2025, with 99.6% of assessments unchanged, reflecting the system's efficiency. Like, what do they want? Do you want me to give you a big kiss on your forehead, SARS? But anyway, over 10.6 billion rand in refunds were processed within 72 hours using AI and machine learning. While most taxpayers need not take action, updates can be made via e-filing or the SARS mobile app. SARS warned of increased scams during tax season, urging taxpayers to protect their personal details. So I suppose SARS, the reason this is a story is they want credit for paying back 10.6 billion rand in refunds.
Because they've got such a bad rap that their PR team is doing well on this.
I'm not impressed. Can I tell you why I'm not impressed?
Because they've taken so much from you.
No, because they take so much from all of us, and now they want credit for giving back money that was not theirs in the first
Yeah.
place. This is like if someone comes into your house, they steal all your shit, but then they leave your TV on the grass outside your house.
Or they
And
come
then-
back a week later and give back the TV. Just
And then,
the TV.
and then they say, "Aren't you pleased I brought you the TV?" And you're meant to go, "Oh, you are so kind. Come in for a cup of tea." even though you stole everything else in my house.
And you know that money's probably been owed for years.
Let's not go down this path because it'll make both of us cross. But
Yeah.
I don't believe that SARS should get any credit for anything. The only reason they exist is to steal shit they didn't bring in. They take half your money, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but they take half of what you toiled to make.
Yeah.
They are like locusts that come in and strip the plant bare.
And
They
then
are
that
not,
money is not looked after.
They're not good people. These are not good people. I think if SARS people had to drive with a number plate that said SARS on it, we would all burn them in their cars.
I was just thinking of a
All right.
little
It
bumper
was
bashing, but okay.
Am I right, James Flex? Huh? No
Have
one
you ever
likes
met
it.
anyone who says, I work for SARS?
I know a guy who I see him often who works for SARS.
I think there must be
and he's
people
a
who-
very nice guy.
who just don't admit it.
He's actually such a nice guy. And
What?
we've had conversations and everything. But I said to him, I hate you. And he's like, yeah, well, I know, I can't help it. Listen, just don't expect any credit for giving this money. It was never yours.
Yeah.
You are not doing some kind,
Act of
generous
kindness.
act. You're not going to get everybody going, gee, thanks, SARS, we love you for this. The less we hear from you, the better.
Yeah.
And you can stop taking. I know that you guys are just doing what you're told because you don't make the laws. The ministers and the government make the rules. They decide how much tax they're going to charge. They should all be ashamed of themselves. There are probably some amazing people at SARS who are doing their absolute level best. Some of the best people probably in accounting and auditing and financial services. I'm sure that they're also being paid handsomely for their work because they deserve it.
I wouldn't praise them too much. My
No,
dad,
no,
as a
Hodge.
tax consultant, had to deal with them.
Okay.
And they are not all amazing.
The fact that we have to pay tax is the irritating thing. And I'm not giving SARS credit. Don't worry, Leanne.
If
You
where I
don't have to
lived-
worry about that with me.
If where I lived looked like Singapore,
Yes,
and that money
sure.
was going to making the place amazing, then I'd be okay with it.
But you had to step over homeless people on your way to your car this
yes,
morning.
and also I had
The
to witness
stink.
funerals where the whole family had G-Wagons.
Oh, yes.
Jeez,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
what a cunt.
All right. So there we go. That's our rant for the morning. A reverse semigration trend is emerging in South Africa with job seekers who are leaving the Western Cape and returning to Gauteng.
Ah.
I wonder if this has. So I was annoyed over the weekend when I saw that Jordan Hill Lewis of the DA, the mayor of Cape Town, was entertaining Sadiq Khan of London, who's an absolute cockwobbler.
Pompous twat.
No, he is a disgrace to anyone who's ever called themselves British.
Okay.
And I saw they were like, oh, it's so great. Obviously he has to do it. So I'm not holding Jordan Hill Lewis personally responsible. I don't know that he's a bad guy. I've interviewed him a couple of times. Seems to be doing a reasonably good job in Cape Town. But if you take London under Sadiq Khan as your yardstick, you're in a lot of trouble. That guy has been a complete disaster from beginning to end. London is not by any means a better place today after Sadiq Khan than it was before he came and got his grubby hands on the mayoral chain. So that we entertained this guy in Cape Town is a disgrace. They should send him packing right back to London with all his cuck ideas, because that's very bad. But back to the story. Apparently there are better employment prospects and a shift back to in-office work in Gauteng, whereas in the Western Cape, they're still fucking around. This has led to increased demand for premium office space in Johannesburg and Pretoria as major employers like Vodacom and Nedbank enforce return to office mandates. Good for you. It's about time. Keke Khojane, who is the head of office for Galetti Corporate Real Estate, said employment remains the key driver of the trend, with 22% of respondents in the wise move citing job opportunities as their primary reason for relocating back to Gauteng.
You get paid less in Cape Town for what you do in Joburg.
And everything
The same
costs you
thing that
more.
do, and it costs you more.
Oh, and you have to deal with fucking Instagram influencers and digital
Tourists
nomads.
all the time.
Yeah, horrible. No, I like it here, thank you.
Mm.
But a lot of people from the Cape are always horrified, is the only word I can think of, when you tell them you don't ever want to live there. I mean, I like Cape Town, don't get me wrong. It's fun to visit. You know, there are nice things to do there. I've got friends there, I've got family there. But I wouldn't ever live there.
I enjoyed living there, really did. I think from the person, from the teller in the supermarket to somebody who's selling you a pair of sneakers, they're just so job proud and respectful people. Whereas here you don't get
Well,
that
don't ruin my
necessarily.
argument now. I was going to say...
But no, I couldn't earn as much as I was earning here when I was there.
But you've noticed, though, that Cape Townians and Western Cape people in general are horrified when you say to them, you wouldn't move there. They think there's something wrong with you. They genuinely, they look at you like you've lost it.
Yeah.
And I do love Cape Town, but I also think Cape Townians are some of the most insular people I've ever met. Like, a lot of Cape Townians have never thought about anything outside of Cape Town. It's like a wilderness that it's like the Amazon outside of that area of the Western Cape. They'll go as far as maybe the northern or the southern suburbs, or up the coast a little way, or down the coast this way, but never too far. God forbid they should ever come to Joburg. They'll never do that. Oh, no, Joburg. They think my In the Arena story is like how Joburg is all the time.
Like Mordor.
Right? Yeah, they and it doesn't help that they then listen to a show like this and then actually think that that's how it works. The mayor accepted him as Cape Town has had a deal with UK companies opening up BPO companies here over the next 5 years. 100K jobs will be available, says Yonder. Still, Sadiq Khan is very bad news. Very bad news. So if there are economic opportunities down the way here for Cape Town, awesome. Then I suppose grin, pose for photos with him. But that guy is very bad news. He's a commie. He's ruined London. He's made it unsafe. He seems completely opposed to any kind of immigration controls. Just a disaster. Congo Chris says, I moved to Joburg last year from Cape Town. Yes, the city here is rotting away, but the people make it worth it. The teller at a spa in Cape Town won't even greet you back. So that's the opposite of what you were saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Robin says, I lived in Joburg, lived in Cape Town, wouldn't live in Cape Town again for all the tea in China. I'm not comparing them and saying you have to choose. I just kind of wouldn't want to live there myself. That's all. But if you say that to Cape Townian, they are absolutely devastated. Because you can't say shit things about Cape Town.
No, it's the best place in the world.
Joburg is perceived as Gotham City, but without Batman, like Antananarivo, says Toki. Money talks, bullshit walks. What's wrong with us? We left Cape Town 40 years ago to open up a business in PE, says Carol. Hey, listen, from out of the frying pan into the fire. I knew you were a sellout and you've made the city of Johannesburg rot more, lol, says Yonder to Congo Chris. Judith says, I'm the weird Cape Townian. I love PE and I hate Cape Town. I left 10 years ago. I'll keep my PE, thanks. Wow, we got some people from PE who can afford the internet. That's nice. Visited Cape Town for a week, says Judith. Back in PE, the place is full. Not what it was. To me, glad to be back in PE. The DA in Cape Town are screwing many property owners. Hill Lewis is a puss, she says. Wow.
Your master.
Sure, there's some Cape Townian colourful language for you. I will never understand this disdain for the DA when they're the only party doing anything, says Carl. Okay, no, fair enough. So, yes, Cape Town is run much better than any other city in South Africa. And it is a DA mayor who's doing that. And I'm also sick of the double standards. Because it seems to me that if an ANC mayor who runs some piece of shit town just manages not to steal every single cent, we we just give him praise up the yazoo, right? Because our standards, our expectations for an ANC mayor are so low.
So low, just to not be corrupt.
Right.
And
so
steal.
when a DA mayor gets one thing wrong or does one thing we don't like, then we climb into him like he's destroyed everything. And that's nonsense. No, Gareth, it's because you pay 50 million rand for a shoebox where the toilet and the kitchen sink are in the same room
Yeah.
in Cape Town. Really?
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah, I know property prices are high, but that sounds a little ridiculous. In Madagascar, says Toki, people who work for tax revenue are rich because they fill their pockets instead of filling state coffers. Yeah. I'd be okay with SARS if the funds they gathered didn't go to Naledi Pandor's fourth halal G-Wagon and went to fixing the pothole that is Centurion. All right, very good. Lots of people full of love for SARS. Just so many nice comments
I'm
about
sure.
SARS. Yeah, people just love SARS. Guys, you know what? At least we're all agreed. SARS is just wonderful, and we hope may they continue to have success. SARS. I will be so thrilled if they keep on doing the wonderful job they are.
I swear we know people who work at SARS, but they lie. They don't say they
Probably.
work at SARS.
I wouldn't tell people if I worked there. That's almost as embarrassing as working at ESCOM. Really. Those are two places that, in fact, I reckon like if you work for government, you should just have a big middle finger tattooed on the inside of your, like on your hand inside or on your forehead or something.
Yeah.
So that we can all just treat you the way that we really want to. Apparently, property prices have gone up. Now, someone who bought a house for 6 million, say it's 2,000 rand, where it's worth at least, 600,000. I don't understand these numbers, but thank you very much. You know what? I think we've beaten that horse. Let's just leave it alone. We will end on a high note. Thank you. That's all we have to say. Bye.
Happy birthday, darling. Hope you have a lovely time. 4 times I've sat to say this.
Happy birthday, Leanne.
Robert, get your fucking breath away. Minging.